Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, I am Rajendra Bhatia from Creative Edge, one of the subsidiaries of Top Rankers. Friends, I am here to give you drawing questions with solution as far as JEE B.Arch 2023 is concerned. Friends, let us first of all see who is an architect. An architect is a gazetted officer. Very few people know about this. Who can become an architect? One who has passed NATA after 12th grade examination, one who has passed a 5-year degree course of B.Arch. But who can study B.Arch in government colleges like SPA Delhi, SPA Vijayawada, SPA Bhopal, or maybe NITs in your state? Only the one who has cleared JEE B.Arch along with NATA examination, and that too coming in a high rank because there is a limitation of seats. So friends, let us look into what kind of examination plan is being offered. Part 1, mathematics, 100 marks, 30 question, online examination, negative marking is there. There are actually 3 parts of JEE B.Arch examination. Part 2 has got aptitude test, 200 marks, 50 question, online examination, negative marking is there. And then comes part 3, for which I am here to talk a little about it. 100 marks, 2 question, and an offline examination. Altogether, that makes 82 questions. But friends, if you try to analyze mathematics and aptitude, all good students can score up to a limitation of it. Like it, you may go 100%, although nobody has done it because there is negative marking. So there is a limitation of scoring through this mathematics and aptitude. But drawing, yes, it can make or mar your rank. It can make or mar your entrance into a good architecture college offered by Government of India. So friends, let us have a lot of focus onto drawings. Previous year question is one way of understanding what is the pattern of the questions. Okay, so let's have look at some of the questions. Those are shortened up just to give you a glimpse of it. Sketch your favorite teacher, sketch out portrait of one of your grandparents, sketch the portrait of your friend, create a scene of gardener working in a garden from your memory. Now, if you've seen, first 3 are the portrait making. Fourth one starts with a memory, create a portrait again of a superstar, that is fourth of the portrait. That means it's coming every year. The portrait making has been a consistent feature with JEE B.Arch. Create a scene of a place of worship, draw a creative 2D composition. So here comes the third variety. First variety was portrait, the other second variety was memory, third variety is a 2D composition using equilateral triangle. Then comes sketch out a scene of highway traffic. From your memory, draw a scene of kite festival. Fourth type of question, which has recently been a consistent feature for last 2 or 3 years, decode the given image and complete or re-sketch the scene. Now, when you start decoding, if you try to understand this, decoding is nothing to bring a proper portrait back or proper scene back into a 2D composition. I'll explain you in my further detailing as to why and how is it done. I have although taken up some of my earlier sketches and I still expect them to be questioned in JEE B.Arch. This is more towards a three-dimension 3D composition, but the speciality of this sketch would be the texture of the material, because how the question is asked in such type of questions: create an interesting three-dimension composition using a paper cone, steel glass, wooden cuboid, and glass cylinder. Render your sketch with light, shade, and shadow. So with light, shade, and shadow only, you have to show the uh, property of the material, the surface property of the material. That means the texture of the material, so that a viewer can recognize them straight away looking at the picture. Additionally, I always suggest my students that they should better give a plan of the composition, so that the viewer can understand the whole arrangement. Second type of question, or other type of question, I would say, using silhouettes of three circle, three triangles, and three square, create an appealing two-dimension composition. As I told you, two-dimension composition is an important, sorry, types of type of question. Color your composition with color scheme of your choice. So here is a composition wherein you can notice overlapping of the elements: three triangles, three squares, and three circles have been used in this composition. And at the background of it, there is a grid made, so that I call it as a tile grid, and that tile will also divide the background part of the composition. I have used analogous colors into it: blue, purple, green, and the background is the contrast one to the analogous, and that is yellow, opposite to the purple, just to lift up the elements given to you. So such type of composition, instead of tile, you could also use rhythmic lines. Um, well, I may not talk the whole syllabus that we all cover, but yes, I'll give you some of the glimpses as to what is important to be covered. Another memory drawing that I found was pretty challenging. So you are visiting a temple at the hilltop of your village. While you are approaching the stairs, you can see few people climbing the stair. One old lady is also climbing with the help of a stick. Draw the scene from your eye level. Your eye level may finish at this place. Why? Because you can see that the surface B has weaned off as you go higher up. You can see surface A and surface B of the stair, and surface B wean off or go off as you see. This one is the last place where you see the surface B. Okay, so that is the trick of doing such kind of a challenging sketch. I have taken more number of memory drawing examples, because memory drawing is something which is really challenging. In fact, these are fictitious situations. You may not have really been into those situations any time in your life, but then you are supposed to imagine it and then do it. So I call them as fictitious situations. Here is another one, which is actually from one of the UCEED examination. This question was there. You are sitting in the drawing room of your house, and your father is about to enter the room. In the question, there was no father there. Drawing room has two walls size window from which sunlight is coming. Visualize and create the scene from your memory. Complete your sketch with biography. In the original question of UCEED, there was no mentioning of father, and there was of course mentioning of this cat sitting in the sunlight, and there was a uh, time given that was 9 a.m. So I've used that sketch to explain as to what could be the memory drawing. So you have to judicially use the vanishing point, and here is where you are sitting. A little of your feet are seen here. I have taken recent sketch of mine, uh, my classroom demonstration, as against a question raised by one of my students. You are one of the tigers in a cage of a zoo. There are a lot of people around. One family of a father, mother, and two children are watching you. Create the scene from your eye level or your viewpoint. So, one of the tigers actually, the question was one of three tigers. Okay. So, two tigers, um, they are getting angry at people, lot many people visiting them, and then there is cage of tigers, and well, this is the family where the child and the girl is a little fearful, and the parents are at the back of them. So this is how I have tried explaining or depicting the memory drawing. Friends, here I turn on to one of yet challenging question of decoding. Now, I have taken a very I mean, a painting which is so famous, and I have tried showing you as to how could you decode. Although there has been a movie on decoding um, Mona Lisa. Anyway, so let us have our kind of decoding, what is asked in JEE B.Arch. Here is a painting which, when you start reading or understanding the painting of Mona Lisa done by Leonardo da Vinci, it was done between 1503 to 1506. That means it took 3 years for the artist to do the painting. The painting's novel qualities include the subject's mysterious expression, the monumentality of the composition, the subtle or delicate modeling of the form, and the atmospheric illusionism. The woman sits markedly upright in an armchair with her arms folded, a sign of her reserved posture. The soft blending creates an ambiguous, more than one interpretation. Mood mainly in two features, the corners of the mouth, that's what the corner of lip, and the corners of the ears here. You can see those little sarcastic smile of Mona Lisa. So behind her, a vast landscape recede in icy mountains, winding paths, and distant bridge give only the slightest indication of human presence. This is how one can explain the understanding of Mona Lisa. However, what is to be highlighted, what I have written in bold, ambiguous, that means more than one expression, mysterious, delicate, confident, reserved, stable, and focus. If you take these words into your mind and write them out onto the answer sheet, I think you are about to decode the artwork you might come across. So, reading of emotion, let me remind you, you should know what a horizontal line, vertical line, diagonal line, curved line, zigzag line, uneven line, thick lines, or thin lines really present to you. For example, horizontal line do depict rest, peace, calm, relaxed, and quietness. Vertical line is strong, strength, rigid, and dependable. Diagonal line supportive, unbalanced, movement, acceptance, flexible, free flowing, adjustable, happy with curved lines, zigzag line, negative danger. Harmful are one side, whereas safety, self-defense on the other side. Uneven lines, undefined, unwanted, and confusing. Likewise, you remember this thing, and even some of the shapes stand for different emotions. Square and rectangle is stability, safety, confidence, comfort, balance, honesty, reliability, security, dullness. So this is the key of how you can really get on explaining or decoding a given picture, generally given in the JEE-B.Arch portraits. Here is the depiction of that. Now, see, depiction of emotion of Mona Lisa in 2D shapes with color. What have I done? Taken feminine, that means a female sign, sign of a female. Vanishing blinds are mysterious, showing that smile of Mona Lisa. Delicate is feminine. Confident is the mental status. Bold, that is what has been given here inside a square. Then focus also is the same mental status, and confined there confined inside a roundish square. Reserved is introvert, that is what has been shown here, and stable with a triangle. So you could use more number of similar symbols for decoding the portrait. Very surprising. You may be really astonished with this explanation, but that is how you are supposed to do it. Now, friends, there may be an option given to you. You can do an enlargement of the portrait and forget about decoding. So most of them do attempt it by enlarging the portrait and do not go for decoding. Take my words, friends, the one who decode and really depict it and explain the depiction is going to take more marks from the examiner. So that's my tip to you. And yes, if you want to join me, I will suggest you two things. One, do not delay your decision. Quickly you can join because my 21-day JEE-B.Arch master classes have started on 29th of December 22. The price is 2,999. There is a discount for a candidate joining today. And what we are offering into it, access to all the classes, live classes on toprankers.com, access to all recorded lectures, 3 mock tests with video analysis, digital study material, topic test, and assignment. So the first thing, enroll yourself with 7676564400. The other thing, subscribe my channel. Subscribe Creative Edge Top Rankers. You will be informed a lot of things. I'm sure you are finding it very interesting and yes, useful. Lot of information into it. Thank you very much for being with me and do let me know in case you have got any question. You can send your question to 7676564400. There is Argo Mehti asking, sir, will this live session be uploaded on YouTube so that we can watch later? Yes, it is on YouTube and it is uploaded right away. Okay, friends, bye bye for now. And I am waiting for your response. Just not joining, respond to me and be happy. Wish you a very happy new year coming up. Bye bye for now.